The Raven First Prophecy Episode 2. Echoes of Valhalla. Episode 2, The Beast Beneath the Fjord. The Council of Skjoldheim. By dawn, a pale sun struggled to break through the storm clouds as the villagers packed into the great longhouse. The walls were carved with tales of ancient heroes, but today, fear dimmed every flame inside. Children clung to their mothers, warriors tightened grips around their axe handles. A heavy silence fell as Elder Freydis, her back bent with age but her spirit unbroken, rose from her wooden seat. The flickering fire cast shadows over her lined face. Her voice trembled, not from weakness, but from the weight of memory. "The ancient beast has awakened," she began. Murmurs rippled through the hall. "The one the gods locked beneath the ice 100 winters ago. The one foretold to rise when the world grows unbalanced." The villagers gasped. Slowly, every head turned toward Erik. Erik Stormborn, barely past 20 winters, stood with the Ravenmark rune glowing faintly upon his forearm. His destiny had been whispered about, doubted by some, envied by others. Freydis stepped toward him. "The Raven has chosen. Whether you wish it or not, the gods have marked you." Erik swallowed hard. The weight of prophecy settled on his shoulders like a cloak of ice. But he lifted his chin, steady and resolute. The legend revealed. Freydis beckoned for 2 young men to bring forth a wooden chest bound in iron. Its locks were old, older than any living person in the room. When she lifted the lid, a sudden chill ran through the hall. Inside lay a brittle scroll, edges darkened, symbols fading. She unrolled it carefully. The villagers leaned forward as drawings emerged, massive serpents, giants collapsing into icy oceans, ancient warriors battling creatures from forgotten ages. "This," she said, tapping the inked figure of a monstrous shape, "is Draugrskal, the beast of the deep. Born from the dying breath of the first giants. A creature of ice and shadow, forged in the darkness where the sea meets the underworld." She pointed to a line of text. "It sleeps until the world trembles with imbalance. Until the last seal weakens." The hall fell silent. A fisherman spoke up, voice shaky. "But why now? What awakened it?" Freydis's eyes glistened. "We took more than the sea could give. The storms grew angrier. The fjord grew colder. The beast has been stirring for years, and now it has broken free." Erik clenched his fist. The destiny he wanted to run from was now rushing toward him like a tidal wave. The rival returns. The door of the longhouse slammed open, wind rushing in like a scream. Snow swirled inside as Bjorn Iron Fist strode in with 5 armored warriors at his back. Bjorn, tall as a mountain fir, muscles carved from years of battle. His beard thick and braided with silver rings. His reputation? Ruthless. Fearless. Envious of Erik. He smirked, eyes locking onto Erik with a mixture of challenge and contempt. "So," Bjorn growled, "the boy with the birthmark thinks he is chosen." The villagers shrank back as tension filled the room. Erik stepped forward, slow and deliberate. "This is not about pride, Bjorn. It's about the village. The prophecy." "Prophecy?" Bjorn scoffed loudly. His warriors laughed with him. "I make my own fate with steel, not with riddles written by old women." Freydis glared. "Mind your tongue, Iron Fist." Bjorn ignored her and stepped closer to Erik until their faces were inches apart. "If a beast threatens Skjoldheim, I will slay it," Bjorn said, pounding his chest. "Not a boy who only knows ravens and runes." The hall crackled with hostility. But Erik didn't flinch. "Then join the fight," he said calmly. "Or step aside." Bjorn's eyes narrowed, but he said nothing. Company, just 6 warriors brave enough to join him. They packed supplies, tightened furs around their shoulders, and pushed their longship into the freezing fjord. The raven, black as midnight, circled them from above and then flew toward the open waters. Its cry echoed like a warning. As they sailed deeper, the fjord grew unnaturally still. No birds. No wind. Even the waves seemed to hold their breath. Ragnar, one of Erik's oldest friends, whispered, "The waters, they're too quiet." Another warrior leaned over the edge. "Feels like the sea's watching us." Ice began to spread across the water in long veins, cracking under the boat. The temperature dropped so sharply their breath turned to crystals. Erik lifted his hand. "Steady," he said softly. The raven screamed again, circling the same spot ahead. The water there swirled like a whirlpool of shadow. Suddenly, a crack split across the ice beneath them. Then another. The fjord groaned, as if something colossal was rising from below. "Brace yourselves," Erik shouted. "The beast awakens." The surface shattered. A towering form surged upward, throwing shards of ice and torrents of water into the air. Draugrskal. With a strange warmth, pushing back the cold. "We stand together," he shouted to his warriors. Their fear lessened. Not vanished, but lessened. And Draugrskal lowered its head, ready to strike. A blizzard erupted instantly, swirling around the longship. Snow tore through the air like a storm of blades. Draugrskal growled, shaking the mountains with every breath. The world narrowed to ice, wind, and destiny. Erik raised his axe, the raven screeching above him in a perfect circle. "This is only the beginning," he whispered to himself, feeling something ancient awakening inside him. The beast lunged forward. Erik roared a warrior's cry and charged, not away, but toward the unimaginable terror before him. The storm swallowed them both. And the screen faded to black. To be continued.